the thong flip-flops, like, please don't. They're horrible. Doesn't look good on anyone. Hola, hola! Welcome to Menos Waste. This is a channel where I talk about ways of making your life better for you, your wallet, and the planet. Because the planet is just so beautiful. Look at this. Summer is just around the corner, so I decided, hey, why not make my video outside? I'm just here chilling in my bikini next to the lake. Isn't she beautiful? She's so pretty. So summer is coming, and I know the number one top thing in your mind is how can I make the summer more sustainable? So I'm going to help you out today and give you the top 5 sustainable swaps that you can make this summer, make it the most sustainable summer ever. Notice I didn't do like 50 swaps or 100 swaps you can make this summer because I picked the 5 that would have the most impact, because sometimes it can get overwhelming, you know? You're like, can't do 100 swaps, thank you very much. I hope me being here outside is not too distracting. But anyway, let's get right into it. Number 1, let's swap those 17 cheap bikinis that you're getting at Target or Walmart. Let's replace those with a couple sustainable ones. Now, no judgment here. I used to do it too. I would go to Target, find one that fits me good, and get it in every single color, and then I would never repeat a bikini, right? But honestly, we need to step away from that. You do not have to have a different swimsuit every time you go in the water. And I know, like me, you're getting targeted on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube with all these fast fashion brands that have all the new swimwear trends, right? And they look really good on there, but honestly, most of them don't work out. Ooh, mosquito. I know these ads look amazing, but don't fall for them. They're cheaply made, unethically made, and they won't last you through the summer. It's 2022, so you have so many options for sustainable swimwear. It's ridiculous, but be careful because there is a lot of greenwashing that happens, so just be aware of that. I will be making a video on greenwashing in case you don't know what that means, so make sure you hit the subscribe button to not miss that video. That's Ollie. There's a lot of brands doing swimwear with recycled plastic or recycled fabric, which is always a good option because swimwear tends to be only synthetic fabrics. Ooh, that's windy. Let's wait for that wind to come down.
A few moments later.
For example, I got this rash guard from Billabong that is that synthetic swimwear fabric, but it was made with recycled plastic bottles. And pro tip, I got it on clearance. Whenever clothes make it to the clearance section, most likely when they don't get sold, they get thrown out or donated, but we all know what happens with donations. So clearance is actually not just good for saving money, but also good for the environment because you're saving more clothes from going to the landfill. I want to show here fast fashion swimsuits that I'm not gonna say who, but someone in my family keeps falling for the ads and keeps ordering them, but they don't fit her.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sizes are not realistic and the sizes are just not very inclusive. I mean, it's a score for me, but avoid fast fashion at all costs. Last on swimsuits, I do want to shout out the company that I am wearing. It's called Papaya Forest. I got this suit in Mexico. It's all handmade and it's hemp and cotton. So not your typical synthetic bathing suit, but honestly, I love it so much. I wore it surfing. For all my surfers out there, you know the struggle of wearing a bikini surfing. The girls just go everywhere. But I wore this surfing, and because it is kind of like a t-shirt material, it kind of stuck to my body and I didn't have any accidents as I was surfing. They might be onto something, but it is possible to get a bathing suit from natural materials. So cotton and hemp, both great materials. I'll leave the link to her website down below in case you want to grab one. Super cool thing about it is that it is double-sided. On the other side it's just solid blue, and this side is like the tie-dye looking thing. So it's technically 2 suits in one. I will say it was not the cheapest. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna last me forever. And again, it's 2 suits in one. So it was worth it. Okay, I said last thing, but This is the last thing. Last thing is to thrift your swimsuits. There are so many swimsuits at the thrift store, it's ridiculous. Some of these are with tags. I've already scored 2 different swimsuits at thrift store, and honestly, other than this one, they're my favorite ones. Thrift, 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 please, even with swimwear. I know people get weird about putting on somebody else's swimsuit, but honestly, just wash it and get over it. Damn! I'm sorry, that was a bit aggressive. But honestly, you can wash it. It's gonna be fine. Okay, next up is sunscreen. Ditch your chemical sunscreen for a mineral sunscreen. I can go on and on about chemical and mineral, but basically a chemical sunscreen creates a chemical reaction in your skin when the UV rays hits it, and that's how it blocks the rays from going into your skin. A mineral sunscreen uses minerals, as the name implies, to either absorb or reflect or diffract the UV rays. So it's a physical barrier. That's why sometimes mineral sunscreens are called physical sunscreens. It's not a chemical reaction that's happening in your face. There's so many other benefits, but what I want to point out here is that mineral sunscreens are so much better for the environment than chemical. I will link some sources down below that you can read up, but honestly, make the switch to mineral sunscreen. My favorite one, and I might be biased because I am a co-founder of it, is called SunMud. SunMud. Is that working? Something like that. 100% sustainably sourced, 100% ethically sourced. Something that I really love is that it is tinted. So for us darker folk, it's not that white zinc paste that you put over your face. It actually, I'm wearing it right now, and it blends in super nicely. It's waterproof. Okay, this turned into an ad about SunMud. Mineral is the way to go for the reefs, for the river, for the animals, for everything. Like, please just make the switch. If you do decide, you know what, I still like the chemical because it blends in and I don't want zinc or whatever, there are some chemicals that you must avoid at all costs. Oxybenzone, benzophenone, octinoxate, oxycrylene, and also anything nano. So even if it's zinc or titanium dioxide, avoid the nano-sized particles because those also kill the reef. Number 3, I'm just gonna say really quickly, switch from going into a Walmart overload to secondhand finds. I know in Walmart you can find a lot of stuff like pool noodles, beach balls, beach chairs, beach umbrellas, barbecues, beach blankets, flip-flops. Oh my gosh, the thong flip-flops, like, please don't. Those are just like, horrible, doesn't look good on anyone. All of these things can be thrifted. The local Goodwill has like this little beach setup because they have so much summer stuff that they're putting out. So please check your thrift stores first. If you can't find it at the thrift store, go check like Ross or TJ Maxx or those like second chance stores. Way better than going to Walmart or Target and getting a brand new product. Number 4, bring reusables. We're all out and about because it's summer, it's nice out, and we're having barbecues and picnics. Don't be afraid to bring your reusables. Also, pro tip, always bring a Tupperware to take home food. There's always leftovers. Bring your reusables along. I know it'll take a little bit longer to clean after, but you know, it's worth it for this, to save this. Last but not least, number 5. This one's probably gonna be your least favorite one if you're a meat eater, but switch the hot dogs and the carne asada for plant-based alternatives in general. The animal agriculture business is the second most polluting industry in the world. And just making small switches, maybe in the next barbecue, challenge yourself to make a plant-based dish. Also, don't forget the simple stuff like fruit. Fruit is vegan. A lot of the things that you love are already vegan. Even if you just make one switch, makes a huge difference. Okay, and I wanted to include, as I sit here in this beautiful place, this bonus tip, and that is to do more sustainable activities. So I know in the summer we like to be in the water. An example of a more sustainable thing to do is paddle boarding or just simply swimming, surfing. All these things have a low impact on the environment, whereas renting a jet ski, for example, or renting a speedboat or wakeboarding or that kind of thing, that not only is more expensive, but it's also more wasteful and it has a bigger impact on the environment. I always like to go by the saying that the best things in life are free, and I 100% believe it. especially as I sit here in this beautiful place. I'll leave the links for everything that I mentioned down below, and make sure you follow me on Instagram where I'll be putting more tips throughout the summer. Until next time, don't forget, Poquito goes a long way. Signing off from this beautiful place. I'll move out of the way so you can see it. Actually, here, I'll take you. Isn't she gorgeous? Say bye, Kaya. Oh, thank you.